There's a phrase that the sages use. They say, return or change one day before you die. And the question is then asked, what do you mean? Nobody knows what's the day before they die. Some people, right? And they say, well, view every day as if this is the day before, and physically die, but more importantly, spiritually, this day is dying, meaning not in a negative way, right? This day is ending. What energy are you leaving in the world? And I think if we live our lives with that intention, then it really changes how we live our lives.
And by the way, it doesn't have to be in the big ways. I think people tend to think that they had a meaningful life if people are aware of what they did, right? Or if they impacted millions of people, or let's say thousands of people. I don't think people, we're so hard on ourselves and we think that unless it's big and noticed, it was wasted. And I think that even if you look at this day, how many people were you kind to? Did you make feel better? Did you connect with? How kind were you to yourself? It's those moments of connection with you, with the Creator, with other human beings, that's really, I think, a life well lived.
Absolutely. And it's interesting because you reminded me of something I read earlier today where somebody was writing, what makes a great spiritual leader? And they said somebody who in their lifetime impacted 3 people. Mm-hmm. And I love that thought because like you said, I think often people say, well, I have to make my mark in the world. My name will never be forgotten. I will be the greatest of this or the biggest of that.
And then I will be happy. And then I will be...
Right, and that's not what we're talking. If you think about that, if in my lifetime I can really impact 3 people, to me that means, of course, the hope is more, 10, 20, 100, even 1 million, but every day, did you impact somebody in the slightest or bigger way than the day before? So I think that's really important to talk about because when we talk about leaving a legacy, yes, thankfully my parents left us thousands and thousands of hours of wisdom, but not everybody is meant to do that. And to our listeners, the question should be, who did you impact today?